Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Divine Feminine's Finest. I'm going to start out by saying I call back my power, energy, and magic from all corners of this earth plane, from people, places, things, and objects, and situations that have been draining, siphoning, stealing from me consciously or subconsciously, known or unknown, seen and unseen, entities, people, places, things, intentionally or unintentionally, from all realms, worlds, parallel dimensions, directions of time, in all four corners of this earth plane. I am safe, I am sovereign, and I am protected. So shall it be, so it is. You know, Trooper, excuse me. Spirit wants you to know that always to trust in your instincts and your intuitions, because they are messages from spirit and your soul. I hope you're doing great. I know I haven't been on, but I've been under because of this full moon, and I've been letting a lot of things go and being surrounded by a lot of low vibrational entities. It's a lot, but I know that this chapter is coming to an end for the whole collective and myself. I can see it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can feel it, I can touch it, and I know it. A new door is opening, new pathways are opening, and we're kind of at a crossroads right now. So you can either choose to go right or left, or you can choose to go in the middle and do your own thing. Whatever your spirit guides are telling you to do and God is placed in your heart, just know that you are supported and protected. And try not to dwell on the past, because it's in the past. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. You can't change the past or influence the future. As much as you think you can, you cannot. Be more in this present moment, Spirit is saying. Because a lot is happening and unfolding, and especially with this heat wave, I don't know about you, but it's been really hot. But Spirit has also been telling me that those that are on the ascension path are getting downloads, DNA activations, so you can be feeling a lot of different things during this time, depending on where you are and what level of ascension you are at. Just know that you're guided and supported and protected. You know, just remember to call back your energy. Remember to do self-love rituals, self-love care and healing, because you deserve it. At this time, a lot of karmatics and narcissists, which I call karmatics. I don't know. They could be psychopaths, they could be narcissists, or you can just call them karmatics collective, which are mostly our fans, right? But for me personally, I have been going through a little bit of sleep deprivation because these karmatics, and I don't know if it's part of my test or part of the collective's test that we're going through right now, but sleep deprivation can be a big thing. A lot of old karmatics have been popping up, trying to either trigger or trying to see what they can still get away with, which they can't get away with anything at this point. I think they're pissed off that a lot of the stuff that they've been trying to project onto the collective is coming back to them tenfold. I would say 10,000 folds, but take what resonates and leave the rest. A lot is backfiring on them because they've done a lot of not nice things, very evil, I would say, and they're messing with pure spirits. And when I say pure spirits in the collective, the ones who are of good vibration, the ones who are the empaths, the ones who are made not made, but we were sent here to bring 5D consciousness to light. And they really don't like that. They don't like happiness. They're happiness haters. So some of these karmatics deprive their victims. And whether or not you're able to like remove yourself physically from such lower entities, or because a lot of these karmatics have entity attachments on them, and that they like, I can't, how can I explain this? They can feel our presence and our self-power, right? And they think that we're doing something to them when they've been doing something to us the whole entire time. It's just that we're protected, and our spirit guides, ancestors, angels, whoever we've been praying to are literally like standing there holding the line and winning every freaking time that they throw an arrow at us, throw whatever evil thing. It's literally ricocheting off of our penetration field and backfiring back at them. But they know, because the wicked do things at nighttime, they know that they can hit us while we're sleeping. So I've been getting a lot of downloads as I like am sleeping, you know, spirit's just showing me what's about to happen in the 3D. And on my other channel, I've been telling them what's coming for them. They're pissed about it. They think that if they can basically like, I don't know, save face, they think that because of all the wrong that they did, somehow they can make up for it. But it's kind of like spirit is also saying for these karmatics that y'all laid your own foundation. You decided to lay in that bed, which is evil, which is in a lower dimension, which is in a lower vibration. So you made that bed, now you have to lay in it. And there's really no you getting out of this quicksand or mud, because spirit and the practitioners and all of the people that you petitioned in the spirit realm are pissed at what you've done to pure spirits, what you've done to God's children, the 144, what you've done to people who don't even wish harm on you, because it's kind of like there are spiritual laws, and as much as they think that they're abiding by it, they broke certain rules, okay? They're breaking certain rules by trying at nighttime to conjure certain ancient spirits, ancient deities, and those deities are like, oh, okay, no, we can't touch them, her divine feminine, divine masculine, so we're going to send it back to you. And they feel it working, but it's working on them. So it's kind of leaving them in a chaotic mindset, in a guilty mindset, in a, oh my goodness, they know what we've done to them. And at this time, it's like, what are we going to do? For real. So they force sleep deprivation. It's particularly sinister, insidious abuse. It's an abuse tactic that narcissists, karmatics have, because sleep is so vital to our survival. Just like food and water, we at least need 6 hours of sleep per night. Few even recognize that it's even abuse. It is in fact a form of torture, and they know this because they're narcissists. They think that they're the emperor. They think that we automatically owe them something for them just existing, you know? They're selfish. They really are. And they get mad when you know about them, right? They don't know what to do with themselves because we're over here just living our lives, and they hate the happiness. because they want it, but they don't want to do the work in order to get it. So here are some examples of how abusers, narcissists, karmatics will keep you, the victim, awake into small hours of the night. Like, okay, they're baiting you close to bedtime to get you worked up. Loud crashes, bangings, stomping, or loud music and TV. Not allowing you to go to bed, starting fights with you, punishing you for even like dozing off. Like, oh, you're asleep? Of course, it's all you ever do. Stuff like that. Like, they say things because they need your attention at all times. Look at me. I'm an attention seeker. I'm an attention seeker. I need you to feed me. I need you to feed me. I need you to feed me with your energy. They start circulating arguments late at night, or they start playing the victim like they're in pain, or like, woe is me. They'll wake you up in the middle of the night, either demanding sex, demanding like touching you, or trying to annoy you. Like, they'll toss and turn, they'll start like fidgeting on purpose because they don't want you to sleep. They want you to be deprived. Being deprived of sleep can have dangerous emotional and physical effects, including adrenaline fatigue, oh my god, I can't even say that word, exacerbated depression and anxiety, feeling run down, being accident prone, forgetfulness, impaired judgment, and even heart disease. All of this makes the victim far easier to control and manipulate. Like, they know what they're doing. They play a really good game at it. But just know, like, you can remove yourself. And if you can't remove yourself, like, remove yourself from the bedroom, or find certain calming methods for you to be able to sleep. I know a lot for me is the projections, because I've moved away from these karmatics as much as I can at this time, but I'm still surrounded by certain lower negative people, karmatics, narcissists, psychopaths, who still are like searching for my energy. And they will, because they know that you have this light from God, and they can never have it because they've done some pretty awful things. And it's really hard, unless they repent, but they're not in their heart frame to even be accepted, to be like, okay, this person is truly sorry. Because when they say sorry, it's like, get over it already, okay? Oh, why do you keep talking about this? Like, you just need to get over it. Like, you're crazy. Why would you think that? They're always making you feel less than, you know? And that's not the truth. The truth is, you're not crazy. They see your light. And the more that you stick up for yourself and the more boundaries you have, it's just not okay with them. Because, oh, now you want to stick up for yourself? Why didn't you stick up for yourself earlier? You know? But they're so good at gaslighting and so good at manipulating that you need to find these signs that, and you need to be able to like fully be like, you know what? It's them, not me. Because before I met you, I was okay. I was Gucci. I was living my best life. Until you came along, that's when all hell broke loose. And you know it. So, it's funny because a lot of these karmatics like think that like they know who you truly are, especially because they get you in this like rundown energy where you feel almost like not good enough. And you're like, what happened to the person that I first met? Well, they love bombed you. That's what happened, you know? And it's time to like rise above it and stay in the present moment and see everything for what it really is. Because of this super full moon that we just had, a lot is being revealed. And usually it's the people closest to us, the people that we give so much love to, that really don't reciprocate it back to us, right? Because they're either, oh my god, what's the word? They either enable the narcissist because that's what they're used to. They're used to the trauma bond. And sometimes it's really hard to break a trauma bond, but just know you can do it. You know? You can do it. It's not impossible. They make it seem like it's impossible, but it's not, you know? And they know when you have broken it or when you're about to break it, because then they'll pop back up. Like, I literally have people that I've blocked on like all of these counts, and somehow they slither through and I'm just like, you're still trying? You're still trying after all this time. You're still trying. You know what? Good for you, because somewhere in your delusional mind, you literally think that you still have a chance. Good luck. Okay? Here are some signs that you are suffering from a karmatic, a narcissist, or a psychopath. You literally feel mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted. Like, there could be times that I would wake up and I don't drink, okay? I would feel like I'm hungover and I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even drink. I drink water. Why do I feel like this? Because at nighttime, they're either doing really wicked stuff, or during the day, they're trying to siphon and take from you. So just remember to stay protected, stay grounded, and stay prayed up. You are constantly on high alert, or you feel like you are always walking on eggshells with them. Communication with them is very difficult, especially when you're used to this traumatic abuse. Like, it's like, oh, well, I'm not even going to bother speaking how I feel because it doesn't matter to them, and my opinion doesn't matter. But your opinion does matter, and you need to realize it, that it does. You know, forget them. You need to start speaking up for yourself, because closed mouths do not get fed. You feel like you lost yourself and no longer know who you are, because they've diminished you so much that you're like, you become a shell of a person in a way. And especially when you break it off with them, or they wind up ghosting you, and you're literally thinking to yourself, like, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. It's a tactic of theirs, and they literally do it on purpose because they want you to just be thinking about what you did wrong and how you're guilty and what you can do better and how you can get them to act like the person that they were when they first met you. Well, they love bombed you. They pretend that they are your soulmate. They literally study you before they even interact with you. They like, and this is the whole thing about social media today. It's like, you're over here just living your life, okay? And here is this freaking narcissist, karmatic. They're over here studying you, like, oh, this is where she likes to go out to eat. Okay, she likes to go to the gym. Oh, this is her favorite drink. Oh, okay, this is her favorite food. Like, they're literally making a checklist in their head. It's kind of like that Taylor Swift song. I don't know what song it is, but it's like, I'll be everything you want for the first 30 days, then I'll take off the mask and be, I mean, it's not word for word, but like, it's literally that song. That's what a narcissist does. And it's pretty funny because Taylor Swift talks a lot about narcissism and karmatics because she's been through it. You feel isolated and lonely. You are suffering from low self-esteem and never feel good enough. Or you may feel like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Do self-love affirmations, do self-care, whatever that looks like to you. And you will start to like, because they're going to just try and put you down in the mud and say, you're fat, you're this, you need to do this, you need to do that. They will nitpick everything about you to boast themselves up and feel like, oh, well, that's right, I'm on the pedestal and I'm your master and you must bow down. That's not a healthy relationship at all. No matter if it's a friendship, intimate relationship, or even a family relationship. Like, those things are not healthy, okay? And if you are just like, okay, well, you know, they pretended to be everything. Well, I'm waiting for them to change. I'm waiting for them to act like, you know, I put in all of this work, like all of these years with them, and why can't they just go back to how they were when I first met them? They're never gonna go back. And that's just like something you need to like realize deep down, that the person that you so-called fell in love with is not real. It's a facade. They were wearing a mask. And the true person that you see today is the true them. You are in a constant state of confusion, and it feels very overwhelming, and you often feel like you don't know what you're doing, or that you're never doing anything right, you know, and you're constantly on that carousel, like thinking what you can do better to please them, but you're never going to please them, ever. So learn self-love, learn to please yourself first and foremost, because in any relationship, and I get it, sometimes being single can feel lonely or whatever, but when you literally have self-love, you don't need anyone beside yourself, because 2 dead batteries do not start a car. Never. They're never going to. 2 broken people, it's just not going to work. It's not going to make one heart. It's 2 broken hearts, okay? And both hearts are broken, both inner children are broken, and you can't fix each other. You have to fix yourself inwardly in order to find the correct person. You suffer from a lot of anxiety, especially around them. And I always tell people, go away from them for like a weekend, 2 days, a day. Feel how you feel. Do you feel like you're getting your energy back? Do you feel more like yourself when you're not with them? Because if you do, they are sucking from you. These karmatics love to siphon. They love to suck your energy. They love to take all of your goodness, and then they have it. And then you're over here feeling like depressed, or in anxiety, or in guilt, or shame, envy, jealousy. You're literally over here feeling all their feelings because they took all your good feelings. And they usually use sex as like an indicator. Like, listen, relationships are like, people like to be like, oh, sex is so important. It's not important. Yes, it is, but it's not. Because when you're with the right person, it will just click. Like, it will literally click. It won't be awkward. It won't be dominating. If you're into that, cool, but like, it won't be the things that it is with a narcissist. Narcissists like to dominate. Narcissists like to have control. And narcissists like to act like you are a possession to them. You're none of those things. And not in any healthy relationship will you ever be those things to your divine masculine, to your divine feminine, okay? You will be equal parts, and you will balance each other out. You have trouble being functional at times and accomplishing everyday tasks. You'll feel stagnation, or you will feel confused, like you just started this one task, but you didn't finish it, and then you start another task. You're all over the place. That's confusion. They love to keep you in that. They literally, like, if you say something to a karmatic and you're like, oh, well, this is what I need from you, they will either deflect, call you crazy, or change the subject. Every time. Your entire well-being is suffering, and you are getting physical symptoms like headaches, major headaches, or other physical problems, illnesses as a result of the chronic stress in the relationship. They like to put a lot of pressure, especially on the 144 and those who are ascending, because they don't have what we have, okay? They don't have that inner connection with God that we do. They're jealous of it. They want to steal it. They want to take it. And they just hate that we have it. And they're like, why not me? Well, ask your Akashi records. Ask your divine blueprint. Like, that's on you, okay? Like, we all have our own separate journeys. We all have our own paths to take. You cannot steal from other people, especially those who project and see the empath as total light, and they're like, oh, I wish I could be more like her because she's outgoing. Ooh, I like her body. Ooh, I like her face. Ooh, I like the way she talks. Ooh, I like the way she dances. I like the way she cooks food. Like, you'll start to realize that people are trying to copycat you. And like, yes, that's the biggest compliment ever. But once you take back your energy, because these clout people who love to be on your clout, these fans, after you take back your energy, then they're left with nothing. And then the people that they have attracted, because it's more like the people that you attract or the people that are attracted to you, wind up being attracted to these clout chasers. And once you take back your energy, it's like whoever they're with is like, oh, I don't even like this person. Yeah, because they liked you from the get-go. And they were projecting the energy to siphon it or take it. And it's like, that energy doesn't look good on you because it's not yours. So learn how to keep yourself protected at all times. You feel beaten down, broken, especially with a narcissist, karmatic, and pathological liar person, okay? None of these things are your fault. You need to remember that. You need to know that we're tested on our journeys, you know? Some people get out of these relationships, some want better, and some feel stuck, and they will usually make you feel stuck financially, physically, emotionally, sexually. Like, they degrade you, and then they're also like, you will never find better. That's total lies, 100%, because you have to think about before you met them. And I know that you can get a little mind clouded or mind foggy, especially when you're still in these karmatic relationships. They do it on purpose because they don't want you to remember your past and how vibrant you were without them, because they want you to be like, no, you're your best self with them. And that's wrong. Always wrong. Always freaking wrong. So just know, these karmatics are people you cannot trust. You cannot trust a person who disguises insults as jokes. You cannot trust a person who will never take accountability but have no problem always blaming you. You cannot trust a person who says they want the best for you but then gives you the backhanded insults or passive-aggressive remarks. You cannot trust a person whose words and actions do not match. If they say they care for you but act like they don't, believe their actions every time. Because a lot of these karmatics, a lot of these narcissists, and a lot of these psychopaths out here will literally, they're teaching you how to learn to be without them. Because half of them are only in your life for, like, they're like ghosts. That's the only way I can do it. They pop up when they want to, and they're like, hey, I'm here. They'll love bomb you a little bit, or then they'll take it back and ghost you. Literally, you're learning to live without, especially in these relationships. So if you're like, I'm asking for bare minimum and I'm not even getting that, they're teaching you to learn without it. So just keep it moving, keep it pushing, and keep going. You cannot trust a person who puts seeds of doubt in you and disguises it as something else, like concern for you, okay? They should be boasting you up as you then, okay, in a healthy relationship. It should never be like, well, you're never going to do this. Oh, well, nobody ever follows their dreams. Or you can't do that. There's only like 2% of people who can do that. Like, seeds of doubt. Why? Because they don't have the courage or whatever you have inside you to do it themselves. So they're going to put that doubt inside of you, plant those seeds. Like, you can't accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish. Oh, you want to lose some weight? You can do it. Forget them. Don't tell them shit. You cannot trust a person who does insidious things to sabotage you or to make things harder for you on purpose, but always has an excuse for everything, every single time. They're full of excuses. They're not people of action. They're people of fake dreams. Okay? They're not action takers at all. They love to like talk about the things that they want to do, but they never will wind up doing it. Ever. Okay? Spirit told me to take 2 cards. So I'm gonna shuffle. You know, it's a treacherous road, especially when a lot of us starseeds, people on an ascension journey, have dealt with such low vibrational entities, low vibrational people who just want what we have naturally, because they don't want to do the inner work at all. And that's really not our fault, you know, like, it's just not. But we have to learn how to have discernment. Because there is a lot, and I say a lot, of wolves in sheep's clothing, and they do play really good parts. So you have to just learn how to better discern yourself and learn the gray rock method, because that's my favorite, honestly, around narcissists, psychopaths, and karmatics. Every time. Shit. For the collective. Gray rock. It's your best bet. Best bet against protection around these people, because they wanna kill your dreams. They wanna kill your dreams. And just know that right now, these karmatics are going through a dark night of the soul. A huge tower moments, because all of their evil shit is being sent back to them. It really is. They can feel it. And you'll see, like, it's being so brought to light. Like, I can't. Example, you know, like, people have been mimicking me for the last couple of days. And it's not that I'm not used to it. Of course I'm used to people wanting to be me, or people, like, trying to, like, act like me or steal some of my lines that I say. That's totally normal. But the way that they did it, it's almost like they're making fun of my dreams, because they know that my dreams are gonna happen regardless. Okay. I don't know, these cards just fall out. So, yeah. Like I said, 44 is a big number. This says 7th rite of ritual, order, and ceremony. So, literally get in the habit of praying regularly. having a connection with your guardian angels, spirit guides, and trusting in your inner self. And then here we go. It's literally 144, 41, 44. I can't make this up. Spiritual decree. Like, I'm sorry. I don't ever use this deck that much. Should do my other one. But things are coming to light, and it's usually the people closest to you. Yeah. You have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you already have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to happen next? Are you willing to use divine birthrights or free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheel in motion? If you answer yes, then this is the time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. Just do whatever spirit is telling you to do. Don't be like me, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you know? No matter how much we're under attack by these karmatics, they can't take your free will. So call your energy back to you, call your free will back to you, call whatever they try to do. They're evil, they try their hardest because they know they lost. But I gotta read this one. But Archangel Michael is with you. 26, the key of light. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul's journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the key of light. This key allows you to open any door. And what did I say earlier? Like, doors are being opened because of this full moon. Like, karmatic clearing is being cleansed. But I also need you to know that, like, what narcissists are doing, what these karmatics are doing, because some of us can be blind to it. Some of us are still in relationships with certain karmatics. So it's better for us to just protect ourselves, okay? Learn how to protect yourselves. Learn how to call up on the archangels. They are here to support you unconditionally. They love you unconditionally. And whatever door you want open it. Sometimes, and I feel like with this full moon and the heatness, the hotness that's been going on, it's like, oh my goodness, it's like these DNA activations are so strong for some of us that these truths are being revealed, like, right in front of your eyes. Like, the veil is totally lifted, and you're just like, this whole time I trusted you for so long, for so freaking long, and you just keep stabbing me in the back. I literally keep telling you, pouring my heart out to you, and you literally are like sabotaging every little thing I do or say. So now it's like, thank you, God, thank you, spirit guides, thank you, ascendant masters and ancestors, for showing me all this, because now I'm going to shut my mouth in front of y'all and not tell you anything until, and with this key of light, like, literally, these doors are opening. Like, they're opening regardless of what these narcissist karmatics are still trying to do to us. Like, you don't want certain things to be revealed. Oh, freaking well, buddy. Maybe you shouldn't have done it from the get-go. Maybe you should have realized that when you mess with empaths, you're gonna face your karma, because a lot of these karmatics and these narcissists and these psychopaths think they're above karma. No one is above karma. Karma gets everyone, and they get it where it hurts. So it's a good thing about those tables, because they always turn, okay? One minute you can be in poverty, and the next you can be in riches. It's literally all about being a good person, and that's what this journey is all about, is finding your higher self and not being a total asshole, stealing from people, siphoning from people, being greedy, being jealous, like talking about other people. Like, those are all low vibrational things. They really are. And you'll find out that narcissists, they love to just chatter about people constantly. They're like, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, how'd you get that money? Oh, this, oh, that. Like, they're always so newsy about everyone else because they don't want anyone looking at them. And that's the facts. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstructions, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement. Because narcissists like to pretend that they're your warden, or they're your correctional officer, or they're your gatekeeper, or they're your police officer, they're any type of authority. They're your judge, they're your jury, and whatever they say goes, okay? Whatever they say goes. Not anymore. Not with this key of light. These doors are being cleansed. All obstructions are being gone. All red tape is gone. Everything that they try and do at nighttime, especially because the wicked stay up late, and they'll set alarms and everything to get up. 3 o'clock in the morning, it's time to do it. 3 a.m. to around like 6 a.m. is when they're doing their wicked ways. So just remember, before you go to bed, pray, ask God to cover you, and you'll be fine. But see, when you don't pray and when you wake up the next morning, how do you feel? I'm telling you, this is real. Okay. Obstructions, and free you from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, psychological, or even sexual. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. I'm going to read this affirmation. I call upon Archangel Michael and the Key of Light. I give thanks for the divine gifts of liberation from any restraining circumstance. I give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door I choose and open any door I choose. I am grateful to the loving encouragement of the universe, reminding me that I will be successful in fulfilling my divine life's purpose. May I be assisted by unconditional love to use my power of freedom with wisdom. May all beings be blessed by the grace of the divine, so that the past ceases to hold them in pain and new opportunities of love can be accepted. May humanity open the door to light and love within through my own free will and the unconditionally loving guides that serve humans' evolution, so be it. And then we have 23. It's funny because this is like the third time I saw the number 23 today. So if any of these numbers, 26, 23, 44, 41, or 14, so 144. Yeah. Initiation by water. Your spiritual path this lifetime involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. You are meant to communicate with higher guidance from the loving spiritual world. Your initiation by water will further open your receiving channels. Dialogue dislodge, excuse me, dislodge lower vibrational materials and sensitize you to the subtle realms of light. You are being open to a world of which you may only have dreamed. Such is its beauty and grace and love. Water can be very powerful for empaths. So, spiritual baths, regular baths. If you want to use Epsom salt in your bath, that's great. There's a lot of things. Self-brushing is another good thing before you, and just literally ask your spirit guides as you shower, as you bathe, to take away all the lower energies, because even like going into the ocean and dunking your head can be very spiritual, especially for empaths. Like, very spiritual. It's great. What's going on with this? But I'm going to leave us with this prayer. I don't know why I did that. Oh, here it is. It's a prayer for forgiveness, because if you cannot forgive this narcissist, there's no way that you're going to be able to elevate to the next level, okay? You have to forgive for yourself. And I know it's hard, but you have to find it in your heart to forgive them, because they know what they did. What's that Bible verse? They know what they know what they do, or they know what they're doing. I don't remember the Bible verse, okay? I guess it's unemployment right now. They know what, oh my God, they know what not they do. It's gonna piss me off. They know what they know. Oh my God, I used to say it all the time. Anyway, this is a prayer for forgiveness. If I have harmed anyone in any way, either knowing or unknowing, through my own confusion, I ask their forgiveness. If anyone has harmed me in any way, either knowingly or unknowingly, through their own confusions, I forgive them. And if there is a situation I am not ready to forgive, I forgive myself for that. For all the ways that I harm myself, negate, doubt, belittle myself, judge, or be unkind to myself through my own confusion, I forgive myself. And so it is. I'm sorry, I had to look this up because it's gonna piss me off. They know not what they do. Yeah. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Luke 23:24. Oh my goodness. I just mix these up. 23. Luke 23:34. That's great. You can't make this up. But for real, you have to learn to forgive your enemies, because they're vibrating from their inner child where they're not healed. And those are the facts. So it's kind of like, as an empath on your journey, you need to just be like, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? And I know we can be sensitive at times to their feelings and feel some of their feelings, but just know, like, you have to forgive them. That's the only way that you're going to rise up above it. And forgive yourself. Even if you have to say it a million times, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. Because each day you say it, it will get a little bit less, and a little bit less, and a little bit less. And until one day you're just like, I sympathize for you, because You're really hurting inside, and no wonder you wanted to be part of my energy. I love you. God loves you. Your guides love you. Keep going. We're all being rooted for. And these doors, these pathways are cleared, and we're ready for takeoff. See you next time.